What's going on, Legion? As we're here, like always, normally I would not be doing a reaction to Lethal Weapon, the TV show. I don't like the Wayans family. I just don't think they're funny or great actors really in any way. Especially when they do, whiteface and they think it's okay. I don't think that double standards are okay in the society, especially what's going on in our country. Anyways, we're not here about that. I just don't like the Wayans. I don't like the guy they casted as the main douchebag. And true to form, I think my judge a book by its cover kind of mentality in this unique situation was right, because the guy that played the Lethal Weapon guy is a complete asshat. The guy's a horrible person. He made all the women the assistants and also that works on the show. He makes them all cry. He treats them all like garbage. Treats all the other people like garbage. Even though I don't really care for the Wayans family as actors, that's just as actors. As people, there's nothing to say. They're just people. As actors, they don't have a body of work that I've actually liked, except for maybe the scary movies. But I was a stupid kid, and as an adult, I don't care about those movies. As a kid, they were funny. As an adult, they're just dumb. But that's just my own thing. They're kind of classic-y, I guess. But he would be like a horrible person to his co-star. Marlon Wayans, I think is who it is, right? Is that the dad? I actually cannot remember their name. There's just so many of them. And even though, like I said, I may not like them as actors, as people, you don't treat a person like that. And apparently this guy is just a horrible human being. And that's why he's fired. And that's why we're here today, checking this out. It's a very short clip, so I'm sorry if I'm rambling a little bit, but this is just a little small 20-second clip of Seann William Scott as the new Lethal Weapon guy. I'm all about it. Love Seann William Scott. I always have. And I love those YouTube videos. Why Hollywood will never cast Seann William Scott. Well, that guy can go fucking suck a dick. That guy's YouTube channel, you can go fucking boycott that and thumbs down every video that guy has, because it's just literally hearsay, rumor, and straight lies. Some of it's fact. Some of it's pretty interesting if it's true, but we don't know that. We just take this guy's word for it. Apparently, Hollywood's still casting Seann William Scott. So here we go.
I take this partnership thing very seriously.
Say something, please. Oh, okay, we get some fight scenes. Oh, he looks badass. Stifler, get him.
What are you doing up here? You say get close and joke. I meant me. You're like 80.
That was pretty short. What? Hello? How? It was actually that short that I couldn't find the right clip. All right. Oh, well, that was the wrong. I'm just doing everything wrong in this video. I'm opening my mouth. I mean, feel free to thumbs down this video. Jesus, I'm doing a horrible job. I've seen. This isn't like one of those shows where you give it a chance, you watch, you watch it and see if you don't like. No, I instantly was just like, no, I'm not a fan of what this show is. Movies, loved them as a as a 12-year-old and on. Yeah, Lethal Weapon, the movies. Oh yeah, they're just classics now. It's like Rambo or the original Predator, maybe the second. Not what's coming out now. Although I still will see it. They're classics. They just are. They're a classic and the 90s bullshittery that is gung-ho, cops outside of the law, kind of coloring outside the line or the box or whatever. And the show, I felt, was going to ruin that. And I watched it, kind of. And I just, like I said, I don't really like the Wayans as actors, so that was really kind of a negative in my... The guy, didn't know who the guy was playing, and I can't remember his main name, the main guy. I didn't really know who this guy was, so I wasn't drawn in by that actor. And a lot of people said the show was actually really good. They said no matter what you've seen in little bits, if you actually watched the full season, you would end that season loving this show. And I believe these people, because these people are pretty passionate and saying it's actually really funny. It's actually really good. And I go, okay. I mean, I'm watching too much stuff already. I don't really want to dedicate my time to watching a show that I'm not really into. I don't want to watch a buddy cop kind of show anyways right now. I love Lucifer, and that's just beyond absurd, but I like it. But I'm not even watching that right now because I'm just not in the mood for those kind of shows. And but they said it's really good, and I might go back and check the other season or two. I actually don't know, but I definitely am interested in the new version with Seann William Scott. I just like Seann William Scott. I always have. He's been a funny guy. The Rundown, Evolution, the round. No, he's not in the Roundup. That's Knoxville. I mean, I thought American Pie movies were funny back in the day, and they were good. And he hasn't done a whole lot of stuff. I actually haven't seen Goon or anything like that, but I've always liked Seann William Scott and everything he's done. He's always just seemed like a really awesome person that's just not one of those celebrity asshole types. But he's not the dumbass we see in American Pie. You know, you see him in interviews and see like that. He seems like a very genuine person. Doesn't drive some fancy, just drives a Jeep or something. Like, he's just a cool dude. And that's what I think. Respect the fact that Hollywood never changed who he was. Maybe that's why he doesn't act. Maybe that's why he's not as big as he could be. Jim Carrey, back in the 90s, was the highest paid actor on earth. If you don't know that, if you just didn't really think about that, oh yeah, The Mask, Ace Ventura, the biggest movies. I think they're even. I'm not sure about this. But before, I don't know when the movies actually came out, but they were either before the Titanic or after Titanic. They were up there as like some of the biggest movies, you know, at that time. You know, maybe not like Titanic level as grossing the most like ever for a while, but he was like bigger than, you know, the young heartthrob Leonardo DiCaprio. He was acting with Cameron Diaz, which back in the day was gorgeous, you know, and I mean, she maybe still is, but I'm not going to say anything. Just not for me. He was the hugest person ever. And maybe if Seann William Scott would play ball more, he would do more things in Hollywood that maybe he finds not really appealing, or he just thinks that's just really grimy, the Hollywood scene, which it is. The dealing with these people, what we've seen with the Me Too and all that stuff. We see that the Hollywood is a very dark and sell your soul kind of place. And that's always been the rumor. We've always known that. But, you know, now that all this stuff about sexual harassment and racism, I mean, we all knew racism was huge in Hollywood. And discrimination, LGBTQ, and all that stuff. And maybe Seann just didn't go down that route to just pretty much sell his soul and do that. And maybe that's why he's not as big. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to be a big fan of everything that he does. Except for maybe Dude, Where's My Car? I can't get behind that movie. At the time, I got a laugh or two. But other than that, yeah. With that, though, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to me ramble and just blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to end it right there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys.